Okay, hello again YouTube. So this is part 4 of the Slog settlement build. And I want to get past the intro here, and sorry my intros aren't better. I like using OBS Studio because that's what I'm used to, which means I gotta pretty much start with my desktop. Normally I'd start right inside the game, but I don't know if it's Bethesda's software or Steam. Sometimes the video doesn't reset right, and I wind up with the wrong resolution. It looks kind of all mangled. So I just start from the very beginning and get rolling. So in this video, I'm probably going to work on the greenhouse on the top. I may or may not start moving the crops up there. If I drag them one at a time and move them up there, the settlers will just go up there and start working. If I store them all, go up there and then drop them all, then I kind of have to reassign the settlers, but that could be faster, so I may just do that anyway. So how wide can I make this? Looks like only 2 wide. Okay. And for greenhouse, I like using warehouse walls because they're the ones with the glass. And I guess I'll start with a door. Actually, let me pull some roof out somewhere. It's interesting. Okay, let me take out 2. See if I can put in a floor. There we go. Check that out. Oops, wrong roof. I like using the lighter colored barn roof. Now, normally I have my greenhouses 3 wide, but since this is a fairly narrow compound, I'm just going to do 2 wide, but make it a lot longer than usual. Well, not a lot, but a couple tiles longer maybe. One thing I used to do is this. One, two. It's a really nice clean glass wall, which I really like. But each one of these is uses 8 glass, and the this one only uses, well, this uses 8 glass, but it's a full-size wall, whereas this together is 16 pieces of glass. So I just decided to start using these, save my glass resources. But I do like using those dual windows sometimes to stack them because it, it looks cleaner. Two ghouls having a conversation about perfume. Find that one kind of funny. Okay, resources, miscellaneous. Trying to stack these as close as possible. Alright, I don't think I'm going to get any more in over there. I'm going to leave a little space, try to leave a little space in some areas, because, I may want to put some gourd shelves in here. Anybody watch my gourd planter video? I'll go ahead and at least put the shelves in right now so I see what kind of room I have. Yeah, tight pack, tight fit here. Alright. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see if, I don't know if I'll need those or not, but actually I probably will. Um, hmm. ahead and save just in case I cause a problem doing this. I wish these planters had more space, but they don't. Saw an explosion over there. Alright, let's always start from the edge here. Oh, well, that's all the corn. Let's get all the carrots. Settlers are finding the food, so I guess I don't have much to worry about. What's going on here?
Oh, what just happened? Glad that's over.
Oh, someone's attacking the provisioner. This is almost like making bunk beds. Very time consuming and not all that interesting. But we'll be done here in a minute. Oh, one more. Just to make sure all the food's handled. I'm trying to pack these in, just so you know. Normally it's simple enough to just drop a bunch of food in there, but okay. So bell just went off. That means I probably got more than enough. Okay. Now, something I like to do, which isn't entirely necessary, but I like to do it anyway. Is this lit? No, it's not. So I don't think it is. I need to put a conduit up there. Do it this way. Yeah, I can. Alright. Wire selected. Conduits pointed at. That didn't work. Selected. Oh. Wrong button. Yeah, as long as I'm doing a wire glitch or Wi-Fi glitch, I thought I'd mention that One of the things I run into with this is when I grab these, sometimes the Wi-Fi ones, when I grab them and store them, or if I grab like a wall or something they're attached to and store that, and you know, it'll take all clamped items and store them in the workshop. It'll crash the game because it, you know, has a little bit of trouble with the Wi-Fi glitch. This is probably way more than I need. Alright, so that's done. Go to lights. If we can do a string with the wire in the way. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, if you want to know what that is, for those who don't know, it's called the Idiot Savant perk, and basically, the stupider you are, intelligence-wise, it'll give you an experience boost. The smarter you are, the less often it happens, so I have my intelligence maxed out. But I went online and looked at that, and if you max out Idiot Savant and max out your intelligence, you actually get the greatest boost that way. There's at one point where it starts to dip and you don't get the Idiot Savant as much, and then you keep upping your intelligence and it starts to come back up. So you can find it online. I don't remember exactly what reference I looked at, but I think that's good enough. That should be nice and bright in there. Alright. A couple other things I wanted to look at. I think I still have some floating pillars. No, but these over here, these ones that I used a platform for, I figured out a way to handle that. And that is to, I'll show you instead of tell you. Store that. Instead of dropping a large pillar, drop a short one, then a large one. That works. So store that. There. Okay, time to do some railing. Okay. Oh, I know what I do. I don't do this. I do this. Because I want access to the rest of the roof, but I don't want the settlers to just kind of wander off that way. So just kind of guide them this way. I guess as long as I'm thinking about it. Let's see. There we go. So, Institute. Let's see. Those are the 3 factions I joined. There's Institute. And of course, I'll put the American flag in the middle. And the Minutemen. Good enough. All right. I must have left a carrot down here. I wonder why they're tending the ground when there's nothing here. Alright.
Wiseman is a great man and a great leader.
time to gobble up some steel. Okay, another quick note for people who like to build. These are the easiest ones to use, but they're 4 steel a piece, and it takes 8 steel to cover the length of one tile. These are 6 steel a piece, and they're not the easiest to use. You have to place them on manually, but you save a bit of metal that way. And I kind of like this look better. Although honestly, I wish I had some railing that was full railing, and I don't mean this stuff. You can go here. I think it's under miscellaneous. Yeah, that. I just don't like the way it looks, you know. It'd be nice if they had something a little more industrial looking or nicer looking. I mean, I know they got scaffolding rail. It's actually only 4. And it snaps really well too. Let's store these. I think I'm going to use scaffolding rail. Let me see how it looks. That's not too bad. Get done a lot faster, I guess. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, another railing, even though I like the way it looks, you have to plan it manually. This railing, not quite as pretty. But it's easy on resources. And I think it offers just a little tiny bit of cover. Not a lot, but more than a regular pipe rail would add. Okay, it's getting dark. Actually, I think I'm gonna... Whoa. I hope this is just auto-saving, not a crash. Rats, I think this is a crash. It says it's auto-saving. Sleep for 2 hours, see if it breaks up. What in the world? It's almost like my mouse quit working. Oh, I think it did. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Have to check that out. My Bluetooth mouse quit working. Ugh, DPI is a little different on this mouse. Oh, I've got collision detection turned off. Right. Okay, what I wanted to do was... Oh, again, I'll probably want to save before I do this. I can't get rid of that bed? Huh. Oh, that's no good. How many beds are there? 1, 2... Yipes. I really don't like it when Bethesda does that. They force you to do something. It's like, you know, just leave it alone, guys. Let the user do what he wants to do. It's not like you got to worry about it. Alright, so... I'm going to store these beds for now. And move those other ones in here. Oh, I can't move them either? Oh, that's not cool. Oh, I just don't like that. Well, it probably could do it with console commands, but I'm not going to screw with the game that much, so I'm stuck with what I'm fed with these guys. Alright. Anyway, that's really the only thing that kills a build like this. I can't really organize it the way I want to. So, you know, when I have a settlement, I kind of want to own the whole thing. I know there's mods out there you could do that with, but, you know, I really don't use those much, so... It just gets on my nerves. Okay, well, that's how many beds? 30? Oh, plenty of beds then. Anyway, what I was going to do is I was going to scrap those beds and then see if the settlers just move on over to one of these beds is mine, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I think I was able to scrap that one bed because one of the original settlers was killed. So that's probably why I can do that. Well, that's too bad. I can't move it. Seeing as though this bed is mine, I think. Yeah. I'll just sleep here till tomorrow. Well, that's latest update for the Slog. You can't really do anything with the beds. So, obviously that structure is going to stay there. It's nice that they're making good use of the restaurant and casino, though. That was one thing I wanted to do. I thought was kind of cool. Far Harbor, I think when you, I think if you join the Children of Adam, you get an extra few doodads. And the one I really like are the glowing bottles. I used to put candles on these tables, but me being, you know, kind of, I guess, a little eccentric about my gaming, it's such a fire hazard. So I found these bottles, and they're cool at night. They just glow, and I think they make an excellent table accessory. I should change them up a little bit, eh? So they don't always look the same. That one, oh, that's a hanging one. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, back to the railing. Okay. Since I discovered that the scaffolding railing is probably the cheapest and the easiest to use, I'll just stick with that for now. I do like having corner guard posts, though. I wonder if I can do this. Yeah. I don't know if this is doable. We'll see. Put some half railing in there. No, it won't let me. That's too bad. So I'm putting the guard posts in the corner, so a pair of guards can always see each other. I guess if you lay the guard posts right and have the right number of guards, they'll kind of always be two within eyesight of each other. Okay, too far. That's good. And naturally this takes a little bit of time too. Unless you lay it down right the first time. Let's try that. All right. Oh, good. That's over with. Usually takes me a lot longer to get those lined up. Okay, now the big ones. Just Oops. Line the balcony. I never really used these much because I always thought they cost the most steel, but they actually cost the least, I think, of all the railing. Alright. Probably be a good time to save. Okay, had a bit of a loss with the beds, but nice little win on the railing.
Wiseman is a great man and a great leader. What's more, I owe my life.
Ain't glamorous.
Okay, so that's done on the I know I already worked on this, but I'm wondering if I couldn't get it just a little better. And it looks centered just right. It just needs to go out a little more. Oops, a little too far. Oh, I think that's fine. Looks really good. It's just a hair higher, you know, but I guess just because this roof is higher. Wait a minute. I normally don't use these because I'm not real. I don't like how they fit in with everything else, but Oh, I can't find it now. There's a kind of a decent looking guard post. Oh, security. Let's try that one. No, that's not it. Where on earth did it go? Oh, I think I know where it's at. Right there. Now, let's see. Might as well cover this topic. This is something else I learned from the school zone, who learned it from somebody else. The spotlights have a bug. I mean, there's a mod you can use which apparently fixes them, but I tried using that mod, and for me it didn't work. So another solution is to connect spotlights to time delay switches. Which is why I have this little area back here. Trying to remember how this works. It's an interval switch, yeah. And let me see, the way I do this is I have well, might as well just do this the easy way. Let's connect this to this. Go over here. Interval switch control. On time. 10 seconds. Off time. 2 seconds. I think that's what it is 2 seconds. I think. Actually, I think I'm just going to set it to 1. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so that's the off time for that switch. So when it shuts off, just stay off for 1 second. And stay on for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we'll disconnect this. Lay down another one. Interval switch. Get them buddy buddy. There we go. Connect this one up. Go and set that one up. Yeah, when you set up multiple interval switches, you have to disconnect one. You can only have one connected if you want to configure it. Okay, 8 seconds on time and off time. Okay, it may need 2 and 2. I don't remember exactly. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and wire both these up. And basically what it is every time one of these switches resets, it kind of, I guess any spotlights that are connected, it resets the spotlight so it actually comes on. As the problem, the bug in the game is the spotlights will work, but they just don't shine. So someone found out that hooking them up to interval switches, which causes a reset every once in a while, lets the spotlights stay on. Okay, now that that's done, there's one other thing I gotta check. I'm gonna disconnect that one. I just want to make sure that the way I have it hooked up isn't going to cause that light to shut off. No, okay, good. So now, put another one up here. So I'm going to put it kind of up high. And I'm going to connect this spotlight to that conduit and that conduit to that light. Now, when the interval switch goes off, the light, yeah, there it goes. Okay, good. So I know I can use that conduit for any spotlight. So, save. This is something I'm not crazy about doing, but take this right here, pick this up to, oh, I can't, I gotta move it. There we go. Wires highlighted. So I'm going to Wi-Fi glitch the spotlight. Disconnect it, and it still works. I really hate trying to place these things. They have no idea where they're supposed to be. It's like, where did it go? I totally lost it. I have no idea where it is. It's such lousy programming. I lost it again. Where did it go? It's just gone. Try it again. Grab it from as far away as possible, you know. Man. I think right now I'm kind of showing the reason why you shouldn't buy this game. Not that I'm trying to. Yeah, that's nice, but I want it actually on the other side. Okay, I'll put it there. And see if I can get it over here. Oh, good. Alright, so I can move this back. Oh, I can't put it. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to be creative. Okay. Man. Alright. So, can I put this somewhere else? Up high without losing it in the universe, or... Yeah, it's like, what do you... I can't use these things. They're too hard to mess with. Alright, I better do this now. I'm going to go ahead and junk that spotlight, because I can't really use those. I mean, I remember I set them up at Nuka World, but they were a real pain in the butt to get to work right. So, rid of that. Just back out where I want it. Okay, well, can't use those. How about good old-fashioned turrets? I think I can do this. Let's see. There. Select. Select. Still no power? What happened? Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Alright, let's try that again. There. To there. Okay, that's where I want it. Select. Select. There we go. Alright. Keep forgetting it's bunkhouse floor. Oh no. Man. It's like you cannot play with this security building. Can't do nothing in it at all. Junk. Alright. I guess I'll just do one of my towers. Oops, wrong one. I need a wide one. Not we're crazy about having that right there, but I guess it's okay. I'm going to use a... I think I can use one of these. I can, but I got to play with it. I forgot. That one. That one. These half walls, unfortunately, are too high. Let's see. All right. So what I want to build is a guard post with some cover on the side. But the only walls available to me are too high. Hey, I don't need that. And I don't like these. They're just too tacky. Oh well, that's what I got. Wonder if I can drop some posts in there and put a top on this. I can't do that now. And I probably have to take this floor out and the guard post and everything else in the settlement. Man. It's like, how does this thing get its connection points in such weird spots? Okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't remember what I'm trying to do. Oh. That's a guard post? Security desk. Oh, okay, I know it. If I would have put that somewhere, then one of the guards would sit down there every once in a while, I'm sure. In Diamond City, in the Dugout Inn, there's a lady who sits at a table and writes. I think it would be neat to set up something like that, you know. Just to add a little bit of flavor. Oh well. If I had a little better fencing, I'd use that. But I don't. Thinking, I hope I don't have to get up there and repair that. Not that I couldn't, but still have to build stairs every time I want to. Alright, so
I used to live in Diamond City. I got into some trouble, and it was Wiseman who bailed me out.
okay, I want to set up 1, 2, 3 more spotlights. Okay, I'm getting a little heavy here on the Wi-Fi glitching, I think. I think I'll go ahead and risk it. Actually, no, because I think I wanna I'm gonna see if I can just drop one conduit up there and then string it around the roof. Connect things to it. Yeah, okay, so uh-oh. That sounds like the Brotherhood of Steel. Yep. And they always try to crash on top of me. Okay, yeah, I'm not friends with them either. A few interesting goodies. If I'm lucky, I can find 2 mangled bodies with loot on them. One time I found 3. Oh, that's the first settler that was killed. Deirdre. She got ravaged by gunners. That Lancer Sergeant, pieces of them everywhere. I don't know if that's from the other Brotherhood member or not. Well, that's fine. I've got plenty of gear. Those vertebrates just aren't very stout. Doesn't take much to take them down. Well, not now. It used to be pretty tough. Alright, so I was going to make a Wi-Fi conduit. Actually, let me store that. Something's wrong. Why does it do that? Anyway, my selection keeps cutting out for some reason. I'm trying to keep track of the number of Wi-Fis I do. So I know I've got 2. The floor plug, ceiling conduit here. 3 would be the spotlight over there. So, alright, so let's start here. Just go around the building. Yeah. This is not going to be easy. I like to do that because it's easy to get around corners if you can get them on there diagonally. The wire hang's not too bad. Okay, that other one is right about here. Don't know what's centered. Let's see, tiles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be center. Okay. So the next one goes here. Three. This video is just past the length of the last one. Right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So middle would be right here. Alright, let's get those hooked up. Oops. Oh, I did put it up, okay. Boy, the time just flies when you're doing this. It's dark already. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's on fire. Oh, a bird. Alright, I'm just going to put it right there. Is that where the other one is? Pretty much. Got nice symmetry. Alright. So, while it's dark, I'm going to go ahead and put up the spotlights. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, 3 spotlights. I'm going to Wi-Fi 3 spotlights, but the laser and missile turrets, I'm gonna hook up to those conduits that I just installed. Actually, you know, I think for right now, I'm just going to do 1 spotlight. I mean, I've already got the one where the place where I put the first one. That gets attacked fairly often, and then I'm going to put one on this side over here, because that gets attacked fairly often too. So I need to take this, run it to the top. Then there. There. Wire. Alright. I really haven't been hit from this side yet, or the other side. I think I'm going to go ahead and put 1 spotlight over here, because I don't know about this area. It's wide open. It's access to the road. The forge is right there. This one, I'm pretty sure is okay, unless, you know, a swarm of murlocs attacks the settlement. The nice thing about putting up conduits makes it easy to find the center of things. That's on, right? Yeah. Okay, I think I give in. One more spotlight. It's just one more. He says just before his game crashes. Which reminds me, I should save. So I've had to, I did that right at the time when both the interval switches were off. I was having to reconfigure. I think I was having to reconfigure Kingsport. And I was having to pull some Wi-Fi conduits, just store them because I wasn't going to use them. And that game kept crashing. I'd save something, then pull it, and hope it wouldn't crash, and then just keep doing that, saving, pulling, and then it crash every once in a while. I have to reload stuff. Who's this? Oh, is that Wiseman? No, it's just a worker. All right. Well, I'm pretty much to the point where I can start bringing settlers here. I don't know if I need to finish Rogue Robot or not. I haven't come across any settlers at this point. I don't know if it's when you start Rogue Robot or if you finish it, because I haven't finished it, but I've done a few quests for it, and I've heard that after at least starting that quest or finishing it, I don't know which. When you run into settlers, you can actually send them to one of your settlements. And I was thinking about making this a exclusively ghoul only settlement, but I don't know. All the basic stuff's working. I just need a population so I can start manning people at the bars and guard posts and stuff. I figure at least 3 guards, maybe 4. But I've only got 5 posts, so 3 guards, they'll move around, they'll patrol. That's something else I wanted to bring up. As far as entire settlement land is concerned, that green border, that's the edge of the settlement. One cool thing I like to do is create scavenger stations and assign settlers to them, and I arm those settlers and armor them up really well, because they make good patrols, because they wander around the entire settlement looking for junk to put in the workshop to scrap for materials. They don't do much, they only do like 1 a day of any random item, but sometimes I'll have like 2 or 3 of those set up just assign scavengers to them and armor them up really good. That way, if I get attacked, we've already got someone out on the ground who's heavily armed and fight back. They don't contribute to your defense value anymore. Like if you look at the top of the screen, near the center, it says defense. The defense rating's pretty good. It's over 100, which is, I understand, is fairly decent. But at most settlements, mine's between 200 and 300 or even more. But scavengers don't contribute to your defense rating. But still, I usually like to put decent armor and a halfway decent weapon for every settler that comes here. If anything, so they don't get killed so easily. Like these guys had nothing but regular clothing, and I put a little bit of armor on here, whatever I could find. Same with him. I've got a lot more now, so I can go through all these guys and give them better equipment. But I'm not going to do that now. Okay, so this is just over an hour and a half long video. Everything's looking really good. It doesn't look too bad with scaffolding, railing along the edge. Yeah, I think scaffolding railing offers a little bit of cover as long as you can get kind of down behind that solid part. Because a regular iron bar railing, there's no cover there at all. And if you do want cover, you have to use something like these wooden sides that I used here. I don't like how those look, but they work. So there's my makeshift guard post. Alright. This is looking great. Okay, probably, I don't know, I might have one more video to cover a few simple things. But for the most part, that's pretty much about everything I do. I mean, in most cases I put a lot more turrets. I'll even put a few turrets down here. Because on my other settlements, enemies will spawn right in the middle here. That's why I started building raised compounds, so enemies would spawn beneath everything instead of right in the middle of it. Maybe by spawn, for those who don't know, it's just up here. You know, a computer just drops them somewhere, and there they are. So, greenhouse looks good. These guys are moving around really well. They're enjoying the slot machines. They hang out and sit at the tables. I don't have any traders or a doctor yet. Sometimes I'll drop in a couple of outhouses just for, you know, for the same reason I put posts underneath my raised compounds. They don't need to be there, but it makes it seem more real. Alright, do a quick Nuka World attack and then I guess I'll sign off. But I've actually really enjoyed doing these videos. If you enjoy watching them, please give it a thumbs up, or even subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. There's other videos I do too. There's some projects I'm working on out in the garage and some places I like to go, so I'll be making videos of stuff like that. But right now I'm on a bit of a Fallout 4 binge, so I just want to kind of get that out of my system. Oh wow, settlement happiness has dropped way down. It was over 80, I think. Okay, yep, they're coming from the same place. Well done. Our grenade shoot threw some bodies around. Gunner's always got good stuff. I mean, disciples and operators and the pack, they have like the best stuff, but I don't know. I like standard military hardware, I guess. So I never really use. I save some of their armor because it is good, but I only use it if I really have to. Alright, great. What time is it? Oh, so these guys were just up in the restaurant doing things like gambling, eating. Okay, cool. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. I certainly enjoy making them. And I think I'm going to have, like I said, one more video, go over a few things for it, the Slog, and wrap it up on that one. But it's turned out to be a pretty decent build, but I really won't know much until I start getting that place populated with more settlers. Okay, well, good night.